our second day on Lanseria's Monaghan farm, and our backdrop is Stand 47, the case study house that shows you that innovation and efficiency can be married by state-of-the-art materials and modern architecture. Welcome to this edition of the Art Bulletin. My name is Dumisi Dumedi, and as always, thank you very much for staying with us. Celebrated and award-winning singer, songwriter, guitarist and producer Selailo Silota will kick off his 6-month national tour at the M20 Arena on the 25th of April. The tour is titled Memory and Song and will showcase all your favorites from his lengthy discography.
The title of my upcoming tour is Memories and Songs, and it's starting on the 25th of April, ending on the 29th of November. I saw that there's a gap whereby people don't connect with the music anymore. A lot of our culture today is about partying. It's about just going to dance, weekend in, weekend out. So I think bringing the music back to life, whereby I'm delivering music live and performing in a setup that I tell more stories about the songs to reconnect with their own, memories. Songs themselves, they trigger memories, and memories trigger songs, So I want people to get into that space whereby I know that it will calm us down. As we know, we are on the 20th celebrations of our democracy.
The adaptation of author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's award-winning novel Half of a Yellow Sun made a special debut at Nigerian cinemas on the weekend, bringing its all-star cast to commercial capital Lagos and having its praises sung by selected viewers.
It's been an extraordinary experience for me. I was introduced to the book by my mother about 7 years ago when it just came out. It was a book that she loved and really spoke to her experiences as well during the Biafran War. And then I read it and I thought it was incredible. I thought Chimamanda Adichie had just done a beautiful, poetic and story, as well as these real people that you so rarely see in cinema. Just the kind of the people that I recognized. That weren't the kind of slightly two-dimensional depiction of Nigerians or Africans, just sort of generally, but real kind of real individuals that reminded me of my parents, my grandparents, and for all of those reasons, I was excited about it.
It shows how ordinary people try to get on with their lives in spite of severe challenges, creating a temporary haven of normality in an increasingly abnormal world. That's John Badenhorst's latest production titled Hillbrow, which takes place at the Wits Amphitheatre until the 25th of this month.
With people working together in a human spirit, you can overcome some of the challenges you have. So this little group of people, I hate to use racial classifications, but we've got white, colored and black, and they end up working together. There are prostitutes, there are dacha runners. The main character is this guy Jimmy, who's Jewish, and he's writing a novel, and he lives in the area, and his father allows him to go and be a waiter. And all of them learn things about one another, and they all bond together to try to have, in those days the word Ubuntu wasn't really fashionable, but that's what they do. They support one another in this little bubble, this little haven of normality. Of course, I have to say it doesn't last. We're 2 years before Sharpeville, that's where the play is set, after the Freedom Charter, and 10 years into the Nationalist Party rule. So it's a very volatile time in people's lives.
Over 600,000 girl children have benefited from CELSI's Take a Girl Child to Work Day campaign. In an effort to inspire even more girl children, CELSI launched this year's edition on Monday in Patlu, Johannesburg.
The CELSI Take a Girl Child to Work Day was started 12 years ago, and we've impacted on the lives of 650,000 girls since inception. And I think the wonderful, probably most exciting thing is that we get support from departments of government, civil society, individuals and corporates to the tune of about 2,300 companies. The theme for this year's initiative is called Dream, Believe, Achieve. And the idea is to get every young girl in the country between the ages of 17, 18, 19 to dream big and to really believe that whatever their wildest, biggest dreams are, that they actually have the ability to achieve it. And we've also introduced a bursary fund for girl learners, and we currently have 10 girls on the program, and we hope in the next couple of years to add hundreds of girls. So we continue to fundraise and to see if we cannot give more girls the opportunity to get tertiary education.
The National Theatre's award-winning production of Warhorse, in association with the award-winning Handspring Puppet Company, is currently on at Cinema Nouveau in Johannesburg and in Cape Town. Warhorse is based on a novel by Michael Mapurgo and follows the story of a young boy called Albert and his horse Joey.
The Warhorse premiered at the National Theatre in 2007 and it's been seen by over 5 million people worldwide. It is a remarkable tale of courage, loyalty and friendship. Warhorse is adapted for stage by Nick Stafford and is based on the novel by Michael Mapurgo. It is on at Cinema Nouveau theatres in Johannesburg, Pretoria, Durban and Cape Town.
Following the huge success of Ekjokenet, Ekjokenet 2 will premiere to a selected audience next week before hitting cinemas nationwide on the 1st of May. If you missed the first one, maybe you should check out this one. It's must-see candid camera entertainment.
So after the success of Ekjokenet 1, we were asked by our executive producer Peter Scott to look at making a second one. And we just jumped at the opportunity to do a second one because it's so much fun. Yeah. It's so much sport, a lot of hard work, but it's a lot of fun. So it was very easy for us to do it again. And due to the success of Ekjokenet 1, it made it possible to do Ekjokenet 2. South Africans still like slapstick comedy, but they also like the more mature comedy, the more witty comedy. And I think in that sense of the word, it's changed in the, that everybody doesn't want the old same thing anymore. They want us to be different. They want to grow. We're not just competing with local films and local television shows. We're competing with international films and television shows as well. So that's the bar that's been set with comedy.
Ralph Zeman's latest art installation titled Ghost is a powerful comment on the global arms trade and the worshipping of guns by this country's society. Ghost opens at the Muti Art Gallery in Cape Town on the 24th of April.
The work includes a series of photographs showing men dressed in day-glow outfits, toting wire and bead AK-47s, which are exhibited alongside the imitation weapons. According to Ralph Zeman, imaginary rebel warriors with their styled beaded guns and Afro-tunist costumes suggest the fetishization of the weapon. Zeman says the idea came about when he noticed the wire animals made by Zimbabwean street art vendors outside the Goodman Gallery in Joburg. He says he then decided to commission them to make him wire AK-47s to see what it would look like. Zeman says he also acquired a consignment of empty AK-47 shells, and these were sent to a group of women in Mpumalanga who work with the wire sculptures to weave beads around the AK-47s and to produce replica bullets to go with the guns. Ghosts opens at the Muti Gallery in Cape Town on April 24th.
And that's the Art Bulletin story for today, coming to you from Stand 47 on Monahan Farm out here in Lanseria. To learn more about this case study house, do visit www.stand47.co.za. Do visit SABC Digital News on YouTube to see this bulletin or any of our previous editions again and again, anytime, anywhere. For the love of our arts, culture, lifestyle and entertainment, we'll see you again next time. And until then, it's a goodbye from us.